respondents in various petitions individually, and they retained their respective counsel, and they filed their responses. On the 27th of August 2022, the firm of Issa and Company Advocates lodged a notice of appointment of advocates that is dated the 26th August 2022, purporting to act for the IEBC. At the pre-trial conference this morning, the issue of the legal representation arose. The IEBC, through the firm of Iseme Maema and Kamau Advocates, filed an application on the 29th of August 2022, seeking to strike out the notice of appointment and all pleadings by Issa and Company Advocates. The motion was supported by an affidavit filed and deposed to by Marjan Hussein Marjan, the Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the IEBC. We have now been called upon to give directions and to resolve the question of legal representation of the IEBC. We have considered the pleadings, the record, and the brief statements by counsel. It's our considered view that this court cannot deal with the issue or any dispute as to the legal representation of the IEBC as an institution in these petitions. It is not the business of the court to determine who represents the IEBC in whichever formation. There is an internal issue which must be resolved by the IEBC, its commissioners, and other internal organs. This court will not be drawn into this dispute in these circumstances. As a result, the application to strike out the notice of appointment and pleadings ignore what I've just read. We've considered these arguments, and as a result, we allow the application dated the 29th August 2022. That is to say, the notice of appointment filed by Issa and Company Advocates is struck out. The four commissioners are at liberty to deploy and utilize the services of Senior Counsel Paul Muite and Issa Mansour Advocate if they deem it necessary in these proceedings. Direction number 3, pleadings filed out of time. As regards pleadings that were filed out of time for whatever reason, whether because the judiciary electronic filing system was down and or slow, or due to late service, we direct as follows. On account of the dictates of Article 48 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, in respect of access to justice and the national importance nature of the presidential election petition, we direct that all pleadings that were filed out of time, including those that were filed by 2 p.m. today, be and are hereby deemed to have been filed in time. The parties against whom such filings are made shall not respond to them by way of replies, but rather shall be at liberty to respond thereto by way of oral submissions during hearing. At all times, This court reserves the right during judgment, upon consideration of the issues therein raised and the relevant law, to expunge from the record